A warm welcome to Anna ARM Technologies. Today's topic is on using Microsoft Excel Lookup as an alternative to nested ifs. Now let's take a look at the data sheet. We have a, a worksheet here containing four data sets. The first one is for days of the week. The second one is for months of the year. The third one is still the same thing as the second, which is months of the year. But in this case, we are using 1, 2, 3 to 12 to represent the respective month. And the fourth data set is data representing some countries of the world. Now let us compare nested ifs and look up a function, how to use it to return the full spelling of an abbreviation. But before we go do that, let us enter some values under column A in the second sheet. So these are the values copied from sheet 1. Now we go ahead to enter the formula for nested ifs in the second column. That is it. It has returned Monday for the entry in cell A2. You can copy this through and see the return for the other entries, and all of them correct. All of them correspond to the entries. For lookup function rather, let's check how the return will look like. And that is it. It has also returned the same value as for nested ifs. Now let's copy the formula through, and we can now see that the return value for lookup is the same as the return value for nested ifs. So there are two sides of the same coin. You could use nested ifs to return the full spelling of an abbreviation, or you use a lookup function to do the same thing. You may want to ask, where is this thing useful in my business? It is useful when you have a voluminous data to enter. You may not necessarily be entering those data with their full spellings all the time. For example, the data of students in a school. You may not necessarily be entering the two or three or four names of a student all the time. You can craftily derive a abbreviation for each student, and anytime you enter those abbreviations, then the full name of that student will be displayed. The same approach can be applied to months of the year. But before we do a test run, let us copy this months of the year in abbreviation form to the second sheet. then delete the uh, last formula that we just entered. Now you are going to create a different formula for this because you are dealing with different set of data. So when you do that, to return the corresponding value, as you can see. You type GN to return GEN rather to return January. Then you typed April to return you type APR to return April. But what is happening here is should be an error. That is why it's returning false. But let's cross check and see what exactly has gone wrong there. So let's carefully examine the formula. Yes, here is the error. We enter 12 instead of NOV, and that is it. But let's do the correction all the way from the beginning. We entered 12 instead of NOV. So you can copy through again because you have made some corrections. Now for the lookup function, this is the full formula. It has returned look it has returned January because we typed GEN. Now notice that for the lookup function it has three arguments. The first argument is a reference to the input cell. The second argument is an array that holds whatever you want to compare with the reference cell. And the third argument, here is the second argument. That's all. It holds the data you may want to compare with whatever you enter in the reference cell. Now the last argument, which is the third argument, is this. It will return the full spelling of the corresponding value in the array that matches with your entry. So that is all about lookup function. Now let's copy through and see the result. All of them are correct. So that is how you use either nested ifs or lookup function to simplify your entry into Excel worksheet. We really appreciate your time for watching. Please subscribe to our channel, Anna ARN. Thank you.